Hello there, I'm Jeanette from Stamping with Safi and Me. Thank you for joining me today. I'd like to show you this little project that I've made. It's a little box bag, and inside this box bag there are 4 note cards. They're gorgeous note cards. They're all a fabulous size. They're all 4x4. They're different designs. I've got 3 of them here, and then we are going to make the 4th one. I've also made the envelopes, and I always like to decorate my envelopes too. I just think it just finishes the gift off, really. So let's get started. The DSP that I'm actually using today is from the Coffee Break suite. It's beautiful. In fact, let me show you. There's 12 sheets, 6 of each design, and they're all a really good size. They're 12 by 12, and I absolutely love all the designs. So we can see the 6 there, and then if I turn them over, they're the other 6. Beautiful. Love them all. We won't be doing them all, but I will be showing you 4. So if I put those to one side, and then we can get started. I've managed to cut everything out beforehand, so we're not spending too much time with me cutting and faffing around, but I can actually talk you through everything. So the card base is 8x4, just scored in half, so that's your base. We're using thick whisper white for that. We need a piece of the DSP, which measures 2 5/8 square. Now the slightly bigger size is the scallop, and I've actually used that from the Layering Squares framelets. But don't worry if you don't have it, because all you would need to do is just cut it a smidgen bigger, and that measures 2 3/4. So that just layers on top. We've also got, I've punched out just Whisper White. Again, it's just using the flower punch. And I've got the For You, which I've cut out from the Mini Treat Bag Thinlets. And I've got a leaf here that is from the Flourish Thinlets. But I know there are a few leaves in the Thinlets, in quite a few others. So to be honest, as long as I think it just finishes it off, so it's entirely up to you. And then this lovely little flower which layers on top of the pansy is from the Seasonal Layers Thinlets, and that's just a touch of glamour glitter on top of the pansy. So we are keeping it really nice and neutral. So this is how I put it together, quick and easy. Like I said, these would make ideal gift sets for friends, or if you like doing your craft fairs or anything like that. The fabulous cards just pop together because they can be used for anything. You know, even if it's just a quick hi, how are you to a friend, or you want to give a gift, they're just great to have in. So basically just stick that on with a little bit of glue, and then the next thing you want to do is pop your For You on, because you actually want to line that up in the corner. So that's the next thing you need to get on next. So I'm just using Tombow. Just dab it on. I think it's my favourite glue actually to use, and then we just need to line it up in the corner. Let me just show you what I've done here. So as you can see, the U is actually lined up in the corner there. Okay, and then we can actually place our pansy on top. I'm actually using my bone folder just to give the little petals here just a little bit of lift. Just adds another dimension really to the card. And then you just need to bob a little bit of glue on the back there. Let's see, and we'll just place it about there, I think. Yep, like that. That's fine. So you can see how it's taking shape now. The next thing to add, really, we can pop this little leaf on, so it just needs a tiny little bit of glue just right at the end. So we're just going to slip it underneath one of the petals on the side. Okay, like that. Just gives it just another bit to add, and then you just want a scrap of glimmer paper for this little flower, but I really do think it adds to the design, and you just need to pop a little bit of glue on the back there. There we go. And then I've added little basic pearls to the middle. Now what I do like to do when I'm adding these is I like to pop a little bit of glue right in the middle there. I find it secures these little, I do find that they can pop off. So just for that added security, I do like to pop a little bit of glue. I've probably got a little bit too much on there actually. Let's just take a bit off. And I do like to use my paper piercer when I'm placing these on here, so it can be a little bit fiddly. But there we go. And then just a bit of an extra little press down. And there we go. And all now we need to do is just give it some dimension. And of course we've got our Stampin' dimensionals to give it some lift. Give it that added 3D look, which I just think finishes the card off really nicely. I do find that these little backing strips do go everywhere. Okay, and then all we need to do is place it in the centre of the card. I think that's for use next to it. There we go. There we go. There we go, we've got our set of 4 there. Now just to finish things off, I like to make my own envelopes. I think if I was making hundreds I probably wouldn't, but I do think it's quite nice if you're making something for a friend or a one-off gift. It is quite nice to actually do the envelope as well, and you can actually decorate it, as I always like to decorate mine. So for the envelope I like to use our envelope punch board, which I adore. You can make so many more things apart from envelopes with this punch board. Really easy to use. On here you basically look for your card size. Ours are 4x4, so you look for your card size, which is 4x4, and it's saying here you want so a paper size 6 7/8 by 6 7/8, which I've already pre-cut mine. Now this is just really good quality copy paper. That's all I've used for this. Cut mine down to size, and then my score line is 3.5. So all you do is line your paper, and it also has a lovely little scoring tool in there as well. So you line it up at 3.5. If you can see there, that's 3.5. You just line along there, punch and score. Now what you need to do is turn, and you need to line up this little lever here. If you can just see it popping out here, it just lines up on this score line here. Again, punch and score. Again, turn, line up, punch and score. Turn, line up, punch and score. And basically that is your envelope shape made. I will just pop that to one side. I'm going to bring it back in again because I am going to round my corner off. So we just want to fold all our score lines. And because it's paper, you don't really need to use your bone folder. And then you need to decide. I always fold mine up and decide. I always find that one side is actually slightly bigger than the other one, and I find that one looks perfect, so that's going to be my top. I'm going to bring in my punch board again, and I'm going to round off my corner. It's a great rounder corner, is this punch. As you can see, it rounds it off beautifully. Put that to one side. Okay, let's just grab that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to use some fast fuse. You can use what you want. You can use Tombow, but I do like to use my fast fuse. So we're just going to bob a little bit on that, get it working. Fabulous stuff, this. Does take a little bit of getting used to though. And it's very sticky, so you do have to be very precise when you're using this, because once it's stuck, it is stuck, very strong. There we go. So that is how quick it is to make your envelopes. Now I've cut an extra little flower because I just think they look great when you've just put that little bit of extra detail on it. I think it just elevates the envelope, and that's what I like to do anyway. Yeah, I can sit and make envelopes all day long. So let's have a look. And then just pop that on the back there. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. So I've got my set of 4 here. Either 3 or 4. Let's take glue on my finger. Let's put them all together. 2, 3, 4, and they all fit in this gorgeous little box bag. And they look beautiful. I will be doing a video on the box bag, but I'll do a separate video for that, so just to keep the video short. So if you like this project, then do come back, and if there is anything you would like to purchase, do go to my website, which is stampinwithsafiandme.com, and you'll see my shop button there, and if you'd like to purchase any of the items, please don't hesitate. Thank you very much. Bye.